What's going on, guys? All right. So today we've been debating on what exactly to do. We got so many little things we want to do.
And not enough money.
Not enough money. So we kind of practiced stacking and packing the back of the Gladiator for some trips. We're just kind of seeing if we can get everything in here and without necessarily buying or building a rack. So we're kind of thinking, man, you know, I missed out on a good deal. Somebody was selling a Goose Gear 60% delete locally, and it sold. Ended up selling it. I think he had it listed for $400 and it's gone. And I'm like, man, you know, we were measuring, the fridge would fit in here if we did a delete. Our fridge is pretty long, but if we did a delete, it would fit. So it got me thinking, okay, well, Goose Gear, it's expensive. Nice, but it's expensive. I'm not looking to spend that. I've got some carpentry skills, so I'm going to just wing it, and we're going to take the 60%, which is the passenger side of the seat. So, just this seat. And I'm going to try to take the back out as well. So we're going to see how it goes. I want to leave the other side because we still have our kid, Levi, to go with us everywhere. And I also want to make this seat delete so it can go in and out easily. You know, we'll need the seat. Then it'll also make it easier to haul the dog too, I suppose. So I want to go through, figure out what we need to take it out, split the seats if they're attached to each other. I don't think they are in the rear of the Gladiator. Once we get the seat out, I'll look and see how we can come up with the mounting system. I plan on using wood because wood's a lot cheaper, and we'll go from there. All right, from looking at it, we got to take, there's two little screws, one on each side with this plastic. We got to take this off, and then we got to take this mounting bolt, that mounting bolt back there. Not sure if I got any bolts up here attaching them. I don't think there is. Oh, there might be here.
Like on the JK?
Yeah, there is a few bolts attaching the seats together here. Okay, so they had a couple bolts that mount it. These are 10 millimeter. There's two of them that go through from this way into the passenger side seat. Then there's 4 bolts that mount here, here, and then they're in the same locations over on the other side. To find these, you can see them with this plastic on here, but there's 2 like I don't know, T15 something, T20 that you use to take those off. Then you can get to the other bolts. So 6 bolts and the whole thing comes off.
Did you find that? I found that screw.
Yep, so these are the 10 millimeter bolts that go through the passenger side seat frame.
They basically hold the two together.
Yep. All right, so in the quest to take this rear storage that just sits underneath the seat, that's a pretty big quest. I would probably not do it. When it's cold, things don't work very good. That's supposed to be on that. So there's a lot of those metal push tabs across here. See, that one wasn't even on. There's a lot of metal push tabs. I'm trying to think what you call them. Either way, they're really stiff. They don't like to let go, especially when it's cold out. So we had to basically pop this all the way off. There's no bolts, it's all clips, but beware, solid chance you're going to break it because they are all over the place. Then they got the round plastic push dial clips too, where they're just round and they push over the studs. Didn't work out for us. I don't think it's going to be a problem. It's just frustrating that it broke. Minus how it tucks in underneath this, it's just 4 little 10 millimeter nuts. You take it off and it comes loose. To get it out though, we did take the other side. So the whole rear seat's out right now. Then we were debating, we decided we don't have the factory sub. we just have the cargo area here. Well, we decided we would pull that out because it sits up higher than here by about an inch, inch and a quarter. We decided we'll just pull it out. That also was just some 10 millimeter screws that go on these metal pads sticking out of the carpet. So we'll put the seat back in over there with the 4 bolts, mount the seat, and then we can start looking at how to lay this out. My initial thought is I'm going to use the factory holes on the top as a mount, bring it out, and then I'll build a stand on this end. I just got to look and see what I have because we're just using what we have, you know. I don't want to run after it unless I will. If I don't have anything that's remotely close to right, I'll run after it, but...
Got it.
This is the piece I need.
For the legs?
Yep, I'm gonna build one long leg. If my measurements are right without having a 4-foot level, I need 3.5 inches on this spot right here, and then 6.5 along here. Plan is to have it like this, so. Now I'm going to do my taper to where this is only 3.5 inches. I'm going to do it all within this section because that's the, so I don't have to try to figure out the exact angle because it's a little fancy for me. So 3.5 inches down here. Okay, then I'll just go like, okay, I'm gonna cut that out. The downfall. This remotely close. Okay, now I need to bring this down that little bit. So I think that'll be too high. All right, so that's 2 inches. So this should be, all right, so I gotta take about a 1/2 inch off the bottom of this.
The whole way?
Yep. All right, so we started off with a 2x8. The overall length is 27 inches. That's what I'm doing. It sits in here pretty nice, just like that. So, 2x8. I had to rip it down to 6 9/16. You could do 6.5. I tell you right now, you can do 6.5 all the way up, and then 19. Oh,
3 little lines.
no, 19 3/8.
I was close.
You're going to have to start tapering up. And this is 5.5. So, all I did was I marked out from here over to here, and then here over to here, and just made that angle. And it actually works real good here.
Even with the floor mat in.
Yep. So, that'll fit pretty good. That'll allow me to build a platform off, attach it. I'm going to utilize some stock holes up here. It should be a pretty simple deal to take in and out. I'm going to leave the sides open, I think.
Because we took out the underseat storage.
Yep. So I think that'll offer a little bit of storage, you know, and it'll be out of sight. So if you know, got an iPad or a purse or whatever, you can. The other thing I just now thought of, I might be able to do it. Yeah, I should be able to do this for the spare tire. Now it's time to
make this piece.
Yep. And I'm using 3/4 inch. That's what I have. 3/4 inch OSB. It's actually tongue and groove from when we fixed the floor. I'm gonna put this all together and then I'm gonna undercoat it all. Hopefully it'll help keep the wood to last longer and avoid humidity, kind of seal it. Now we'll start trying to figure out how to get this in here. I already got some plans what my goals are. We'll see if we can make it happen or not. I'll kind of show you here. What I'm planning on doing is coming up to this body line right here.
That's there from the factory.
That's pretty thick.
Yeah.
So I'll deal with that. Should be a big deal. I'm gonna come up along here. I'll probably just notch around this stud. Come up, run along the body seam. And I'll probably just come right up to the stud and just run it right along here. The seat delete. And it's just gonna come right up here. Boom. All right, I don't have my pen.
Marker?
So what was my 29?
29 by 34 and a half.
Yep. 29.
By 35.
34 and a half.
Yeah, that's what I said.
3/4.
Whatever.
Mark over there. Over there. All right.
Do you want it on the inside or the outside?
It don't matter. I don't want to. I'll officially tell you that. I'm just gonna mark over here kind of freely.
It's on the
I
inside.
was looking for 34 3/4. Okay. 29. I don't know if there's any chalk.
Now, how are you going to get it straight?
The chalk one?
Okay.
Good theory. See if there's any chalk in this old girl.
Yes. It looks like it.
Some chalk on is rough. I'm just gonna cut that.
Yep. So you're just going to cut out that whole little...
Yep.
Should go a little bit further.
Yeah.
Oh, that works.
There, that way I clear that.
You did it again. It only goes in one way.
Yep.
And now you got the little corner to show you.
What are we up on?
I don't know.
Okay.
All right, here's the finished product. We used a couple of screws to hold it down, keep it from sliding. These just go right down into the bolts for the seats. Jared sprayed 2 coats of Rust-Oleum bed liner on this so it would seal it a little bit. Levi's already walked all over it. We already put our fridge in here, power stations. I will insert those pictures right now. So if you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment down below. Consider supporting us on Patreon so we can continue doing stuff like this as well as future trips. Also, we have merchandise linked to the description for that in the Patreon down below, and we'll see you next time.